so the Shen could work.
Yeah, we've seen a fair bit of Shen into Cho'Gath. It has not been favorable that often.
But there's TPs from both top laners.
Betty with some free shots over the wall, watching for the jump. Play
for
back.
Shen.
That Shen coming in. It's going to be a hit over onto Maxlor. Very, very low. Also on the bot side, Ignar has to flash over the wall. And looks like Misfits doesn't want everything about this just yet. They lose Maxlor.
First blood, first turret, or first dragon in 2 of their 3 games last week. This game, they got 2 of the 3 already, so that's now 3 out of 4 games where
To get themselves that Ardent Sensor. The Infernal Drake going to be picked up by Flash Wolves too. And they're off to 8 full,
and that's the answer back from Misfits. They have the top turret very low. This one extremely low as well, should go down.
Afari as well, holding a pretty consistent top lane throughout the win.
Yeah, earned a lot of respect in the European LCS for his Thresh performances and his ability
Himself, still 1 kill on the map for both teams. They've been working around.
Both these teams have actually struggled a bit with Baron control. Misfits had 2, which also lets me kind of know the Flashers want to get going fairly soon.
One of my favorite type of positionings, up and down on that mid lane. It means somebody is getting in a fight, and Max will go for a moment. Shots from Betty, they take it down. Easily catch that turret. Possible initiation, Hansam right in the middle of it, instantly deleted by Maple. They're playing the Bushwhack game, and they found Misfits wandering around in the jungle. This is where Flash Wolves catapult themselves into the lead, and they're going for Baron.
And now the jungler is dead for Misfits. There is no smite available. Misfits' best hope is for an Alphari steal, and they're not going to go for it.
That was the extension of that cycle as well. When you get mid lane priority from killing the turret, when you don't have vision in the river. Also,
in and out seem to be Flash Wolf's goal right now. I mean, they'll get another dragon because of it.
Remember what this of the top lane turret and all of the mid lane turret.
So methodical right now by Flash Wolves, not greeding too much. 3 turrets across the board. You hardly ever see 1, 2, 3 of the second tier turrets fall like that.
And this is when
in a position to potentially get their first win of World.
Oh, very dangerous situation for a dead Maple. He goes down immediately, and the pressure breaks now for Flash Wolves.
That's how you try and stop the 1-3-1. You have to kill at least one side of that. Yeah, but with the current game state, Flash Wolves are large favorites. This is the game that
we crush down a bit of damage, backs off the wave, so he can
Flash
help.
Wolves has to fight
Karsa over the wall, 14-14 in smite, but it is about that feast, and it goes to Alphari. The fight ensues, and Ignar and everyone heading towards the top side for Sword Art. Alphari just tanking everything in the middle as Karsa has already fallen.
Cho'Gath, this has always been a possibility in this game. Great shot calling by Misfits to force it, and they're absolutely back in this game.
And we were talking about how Misfits, they know how to play around this Baron. It's how they were able to beat TSM. They've been able to secure it.
Doesn't even have flash.
Karsa looking from the side. Shots onto Maxlor. Hits onto Ignar now. They know where the HP is low, but Sword Art dies immediately. 45 seconds on the clock for Misfits to stay.
Alphari had a perfectly timed silence onto Sword Art there for that initiation.
An entire game in their favor up until now. Like we said, Flash Wolves do or die. So each moment that Misfits in their base is just beads of sweat on Flash Wolves' forehead. They have to wipe it off. They have to brush off all of these problems and push back even harder. Sword Art in 20 seconds, and Misfits is making quick work of Flash Wolf's side of the map.
Rightly identified there, Riv. Sword Art's still dead. Misfits still have the Baron. They have 5 members. They could be looking for their second inhibitor of the game.
But Flash Wolves can't engage right now. Their engage is dead. MMD has no flash. Karsa has built Squishy. So if anyone goes in, it would just be a lost fight. They have
to the final inhibitor, sub 40 minutes.
Watch for Sword Art with the Shen ult. He gets hooked though.
Gotta be careful. He goes down immediately. Sword Art still doesn't get the quickness in. It's gonna be Karsa trying to stop Misfits from getting...
And Misfits with a great flash.
Oh, Flayed on the rocket jump. That's what he's been looking to do all game. Ignar coming out with the Thresh pick. That's 3 down for Misfits. Or I'm sorry, for Flash Wolves as Misfits try to close the door. 8-4, 40 minutes in. Maple looking to run out of the base. He says walk this way, but Misfits doesn't even have to worry about it. The Nexus turrets are falling, and so are Flash Wolves' hope as Misfits close the door on the Flash Wolves World's run. The quickness once again in from Sword Art, the double kill for Power of Evil. And Misfits take down Flash Wolves.
So far.